Day 12. We packed the bike and said our goodbyes to Johnny, then hit the road, beginning the trip home. The day began with damp roads, but no rain, and we followed Johnny in his camper van, with his trailer for his Spider, for a while before hitting the major highways and taking the lead. We stopped at the Travelling Duck Cafe for a bite to eat, and after a nice feed, continued on. I do recommend stopping by the Travelling Duck if you're ever in the area. Anyway, we continued on along the wet roads and through a few light showers, then pulled up in Binaroo, fueled up, then on again. When we reached the South Australian quarantine checkpoint, I found that they were only interested in vehicles entering South Australia, and not those leaving. Thought that was a little weird. Anyway, we went along and noticed that the sides of the highways were just dirt. Thought crossed my mind that I really didn't want to break down in that area, because I reckon I'd get bogged, and I'd be in a bit of drama. Anyway, we continued on without incident, and had our next stop at Ewan in Victoria. We had a leg stretch and a toilet break, and then on the road again. We continued on through more rain, wet roads, and past more areas where the water was collecting next to the road. Just before the hay plains, we pulled up for fuel at the BP. After fueling up, we met a bloke that had just crossed over. He warned us that the road was full of potholes. We continued on across the hay plains, and sure enough, there were indeed some large potholes. Along the way, there were some trucks that had gotten bogged at the sides of the road and were being pulled out by tractors or massive tow trucks. After some time, we made it across and entered hay. We pulled up and pulled into the Bidgie Motor Inn. A very nice place. The owner offered undercover parking for the motorbike in the barbecue area. The room had a queen-size bed, a small table and kitchen-type area, and a shower next to the toilet. Not bad. Day 12, done and dusted. Day 13. The day started out bright and sunny as we headed out from Hay. The roads were damp, but they were drying out. It was turning into a much better day. Our first stop of the day was Kilgowrie, where we had a leg stretch and then continued on. Onwards we went until we reached Rankin Springs, where we spotted some metal artwork on the side of the road. So, did a U-turn, pulled over, and went to check it out. They were really well done. We continued on, and after a while, pulled into Weethal. We stopped at a cafe called Fat Bob and the Blonde HQ, where we had some lunch. It was quite good, and the owner is great to have a chat with. I'd recommend pulling in. After lunch, we continued on. On the way to our next stop, we passed more potholes. We came across some water over the road. It was very shallow on our side, but still gave a bit of a splash. We stopped in West Wyalong for fuel, and the wife went across the road to check out the local op shop. Once she was finished, we left the town and hit the highway again. We went through more roadworks and past more potholes. Our next stop was Gurragabble for a toilet break. As we continued on, we ran into our first shower of the day. We passed some nice countryside and entered Cowra, where we caught up with a mate from high school. We stayed the night at the Countryman Motor Inn, where he got the king room. It was nice. Had a king bed, table and chairs, and a couch, and was quite spacious. Day 13, done and dusted. Thanks for watching.